How's it going? How's everybody doing on this wonderful Saturday, December, what is today, 13th? So we were literally 12 days away from Christmas. Can you believe that? Man. I've got almost everything ready for Christmas. I'm waiting on, I think, like two items. I didn't go out and buy as much as I have past years, just because, anymore, I don't know, with my daughter, and then even with, my grandsons, I don't know what stuff they have, what they don't have, and I know they get plenty of, like, toys and everything else from everybody else, so, I went cheaper route. I've got a couple of things like that, but then I'm just giving people money too, and then they can use it for whatever they want. It might be the easy way of doing Christmas, but you can't go wrong with just giving people money, right? Everybody can use it. So, anyway, we are here to open up the first of two boxes. I've noticed one box is substantially bigger than the other, even though they're the same thing. They're the Stuffed Stocking Mystery Box. I exerted a little self-control this year. Mystery Grail does this every year. It's called the Stuffed Stocking Mystery Grail Box. So they have that, and I believe they were like $95 or $99, something like that. I don't remember for sure. I don't know whether hang on. I can bring up the order on Mystery Grail real quick. They also had what they called an ultimate Mystery Grail box, or stuffed stocking box. That was like $295. I decided, I'm not going to do that one. Didn't feel like spending that much, even though they did say that, you basically, so they were $95 a piece. I bought two of them. Shipping was $34, so $224 is what I paid. But like the ultimate one, I think it was like it was like 13 plus items, and everything was kind of guaranteed to be like a grail of some sort, which is a good deal, don't get me wrong, but I didn't feel like spending $295. This one, I think you're supposed to get 15 plus items. Or maybe this is the 13 plus items and the other one was like 11 plus. I can't remember exactly, but we'll see. We're going to open the ginormous one first. It literally is about twice the size of the other one. So, that could be a good sign. Or not. Don't know. How's everybody's weather doing? Where you are at in the country? What's going on? I know a good chunk of the upper part of the country, from out in like the Dakotas. Now we're getting hit. I think it's supposed to kind of sweep up and then probably go up through the New England states. But this big snowstorm that we're getting, we've gotten, I want to say maybe like an inch and a half so far on the ground. I just drove home from it a little bit ago. I was out running some errands earlier. Knew these were going to be delivered to the UPS store in Troy. I didn't feel like driving all the way to Piqua and just to get the notification, like an hour later that they were there. So, I did some things around Troy, got something to eat, and just kind of hung out. I start the car for a little bit, and listen to some music, and then shut the car off. I was waiting for about an hour for these to get dropped off there. But Comment down below. Let me know what's the weather like where you're at. Alright, here we go. Probably got like a saran wrap around everything. So I'm going to have to, well, not saran wrap, but bubble wrap. Try to do it kind of without looking in there. So we can kind of still be surprised. Alright, let me see if I can cut the tape. Yeah. Knife is getting a little dull. That's for sure. Alright, okay. Now I think I can kind of get to everything. So, I don't remember exactly what all you're supposed to get in this, but here we go. First Funko Pop we have is the Analyst from Matrix. This was the newest iteration of the Matrix as far as like live action. I don't know, they might have done some like animated things since then. I don't know. After like the first 3 Matrix movies, I kind of gave up. I mean, I watched the newest one. It was alright, but you know, it just didn't have the same flavor, if you ask me. It just wasn't nearly as good. Let's bring up the Funko app. We'll check these as we go along. And obviously I'll let you know if there's something I'm going to keep or if it will eventually be listed. But most likely in my eBay store. This I will be getting rid of. I don't really collect. I got a couple. I got like the original Neo Funko Pop, which I'm going to hold on to. But there's a couple ones that I decided to get rid of. This is coming in at $20. Do I have a pen up here? No, I don't. Alright, let's keep... Let me bring up the calculator. I'm going to keep a running total here of what these come in at, so we'll see how well I did. I mean, normally they're stuffed stocking boxes. You're gonna get like a good decent over what you pay. All right, second one we have Yahaba from Demon Slayer. I don't watch a lot of anime. I'm sure there's a lot of them that I would probably really like if I sat down and watched them, but I just haven't done it yet. Seen a few episodes of some here and there, and I've enjoyed what I've seen. I never, gotten in the habit of really watching them, a whole lot of them. Alright, Yahaba. Ooh. This is only coming in at $4.82. So, just to keep it simple, we'll round that little bit of change up and say $5. Alright. Yeah, that's not good though. That is not good. But, they have to put some stuff in these boxes that's not going to like blow you out of the water, That's how they're able to sell them for the price they do. Alright. Third Funko Pop. Oh, we have a Doctor Strange. I know I already have this one. It is over there somewhere. See if I can see it right offhand. What does the side look like? Of course, it's a possibility because they've done a number of different Doctor Strange ones. I don't see it right offhand. I'll have to look a little bit closer and make sure this is one that I have. If I don't, then I'll keep it. But if it's one I have, then I'll get rid of it. So let's see. Doctor Strange. This is from the Multiverse of Madness. And it is coming in at $15.85. So just to even things out, we'll round that down to $15. Alright, so far we're at $40. So, not bad, not bad. Next. Oh, we've got the Glowing Mr. Burns, Glow in the Dark PX Previews. I've had this one a few times. I might have one in inventory, maybe, or I might have sold them all actually, because I think at one time I had like 3 of them in inventory. Glowing Mr. Burns. It is saying it's coming in at $34, whereas the Chase has a historic value of $26. Now that seems odd because normally the Chase, because they're technically rarer, you know, normally 1 in every 6 is a Chase, tend to have more value, but not always. A lot of that comes down to which one do people are they more after, and I could definitely see more people wanting this one, even though there are more of them out on the market. Just because he looks normal, but he glows. Whereas the Chase, well, you won't be able to see it on the screen, but it's like all green and it glows. Which I thought just looked kind of crappy, honestly. Alright, so we'll enter the 34. Alright, so far we're up to $74. Alright, let's keep on. Alright, we have got a couple comics right here. We have got from October, this is a number 2. It doesn't say the year right on front. It's got a $1.99 price tag. So I'm guessing 90s, probably. Marvel Team Up. Spider-Man and Hercules. Yeah, technically, this is something that we could see in live action. We could. Because they did introduce at the end of, what was it, was it at the end of Love and Thunder, Thor Love and Thunder, where we're seeing Hercules? Haven't heard anything else out of it, but I mean, I would imagine they have some plan in mind when they use that as an end credit scene. So, of course, I'll be keeping the comics, so I do collect comics. We'll just enter the cover price for that, say $2. I mean, it might be worth more, it might be worth less. I don't know. All right, and then we have a DC comic. Annual Tales of the Legion of Superheroes. Number 4. This is from 1986. $1.25 price tag. I don't collect. I mean, I'll keep it. I keep, Marvel and DC comics. But if I was on to go buy comics, I'd be more likely to buy Marvel than I would DC. But again, we'll just enter the cover price of that. So, $1.25. Oh, crap. Alright, so we're at $79.25 right now. Alright, next. We've got a soda for Sally. I might keep this one. Yeah, I probably will, because I have the Oogie Boogie and I have the Jack Skellington up there. So I might as well keep this to kind of have the trifecta of Nightmare Before Christmas sodas. Of course, that is technically a Christmas movie, so this would be the time of year to partake in watching that. Let's see if we got the common or we got the chase. We got the common. 1 out of 10,500. So, well, I'm going to keep it, so I might as well open it. And just take it out of the stuff completely. I can probably make room over there by the other two for it. This is a blacklight one, so it's not the regular, just the regular series, but it'll do. But there we go. Alright, so let's scan this. Sally Blacklight is coming in at $16. So which is kind of around retail, I guess you could say. So we're up to that $95.25. Set the phone up there. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Alright, we have got, what is this? Oh. We have got, box is a little messed up on the bottom, but that's alright. Feels like it's a little bit older. We've got the Iron Spider from the Ultimate Spider-Man Web Warriors Titan Hero series. I don't imagine this will come up because it's not Funko. So I have not, maybe it'll come up on Amazon. I could look and see what they go for retail. Or even resale, since Amazon has kind of become a resale site too. Which is always a little scary if you ask me. Because you really got to look close when you're buying stuff off of there to make sure it's coming from, you know, whether it's coming through Amazon directly or whether it's from a third party. I mean, I would imagine they're pretty stringent on who they allow to sell on there, I would hope. But, I mean, you never know. Alright, coming in at $12.50. So, I'll probably keep that. I mean, it's a Marvel. I'll find some place to put it. Alright, so let's add that in. Brings us up to $107.75. Anything else down here? Alright, we got a couple of card packs. Which I don't think I'll open. I don't think I'll open that pack. We got a pack of Alf cards. You can hear it's got the, you know, it's the one that has a piece of gum in it. We got a Pokemon Trick or Trade. I'll probably open that and see what's in it. We've got Donruss Baseball. We'll open that. Alright, let's see. Is there anything else down there on the side? Oh, we've got a little... Oh, that's, I forget what her name is. From DC. Right? Wasn't she in the first Suicide Squad movie? I think. Yeah, I don't know whether this is Funko. I think it is, but I don't know, that'll be something I'll have to look up later. I won't keep it. Set it there for now. Is there anything else over here? Oh, we've got a Mystery Grail pin, which is, this is one I don't have, so I'll keep that. As you can see, I got a lot of pins. Alright, let's see what else. We got our little scratch card. We'll look at that here in a minute. And we got this. Who is it? Amazing Spider-Man Metallic. I don't think I have that one. Do I have two other red? I don't think I do have the two other red ones. Or maybe I do. I'm pretty sure the Wolverine is a red one. And I think I have two of those. But then I was thinking I had another. That would be really cool if this completes the set. I'll let you know in a future video if that is the case. Alright, we'll set that on the bottom. Alright. So the last thing I have to kind of look at because I got to be able to see it to get it out of the box. I'll be keeping this. I really don't have a clue where I'm going to put it at. But bubble wrap I'll keep too. Let's just put that over there. But we have got Galactus with Silver Surfer. And this is the Blacklight. PX Previews exclusive. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I don't have a clue. I really don't have room anywhere, but I'll find some place to put it. I think this latest iteration of Galactus in the new Fantastic Four movie was incredible. Very well done. The actor did an amazing job. Obviously, you know, we're definitely going to see Galactus somewhere down the line again, without question. I mean, there was a lot of story that they could do with Galactus. So, all right, scan this one, and Galactus with Silver Surfer. It's only coming in at $23.89. So we'll round it up to 24. Where do I want to set this at for now? We'll just set it down here, I guess. Get this big box out of the way. Slide it over that way. I think that's everything out of here. A couple of suckers. All right. What I say, $23.89, we'll round up to 24. And see the card packs. I'm going to say, let's just say, $3 for the card packs, because I mean that Alf pack. I mean, somebody might buy that per dollar. I don't know. I mean, it's not likely that there's like any special cards in that. The Pokemon one, I mean, might have value more than $1, depending on what comes out of that. And same with the Donruss baseball. But we'll just put $3. So altogether, you know, if you throw in, let's say $5 for the pin, we're looking at around $139 in value is what I got out of that first stuffed stocking box. Again, I paid $95, so I did all right. So even when you take out, you know, what I'm keeping, I probably still got back, you know, close to what I paid in value. Now, obviously, resale value, it'll be a little less, but that's all right. All right, let's do the scratch off. See if I can get an instant winner of something other than tokens. Nope. But we did get 500 tokens because we got 2 blue bubbles or circles or whatever the hell they are. Alright, let's look at these cards. This has supposed to have 3 additional game cards in it. It's Trick or Trade Pokemon. I know next to nothing about Pokemon. I know a lot of people collect them. I'm sure a lot of people collect them because they actually do play the game. Other people collect them just because Pokemon's such a big sensation. Really has been for, you know, ever since its inception. But here we go. Oh, we got one that's got something like a refractor quality to it. All right, we have got Dusclops, So any of you out there that know Pokemon, you have to comment down below whether, you know, whether these are anything to get excited about. Here we have a Gengar. I know there's supposed to be some way like on the card where you can tell like its rarity or something, right? I don't know how though. See, that one's got kind of like the foil. Gengar. And the last one we have is Greavard. So there's our Pokemon cards. Alright, here we go. Donruss Baseball. Let's see what year this is. $1983. Okay. Does this have gum in it? No. Alright, 1983. And they're not caked. That's nice. They're coming apart nice and easy. Here we go. I don't know, like, who are the big rookies in 1983? We've got Rick Manning. Let me set these. Actually, let me move my phone again. I just set them on top of that Alf card for now. Scott Lusader. These are 83, right? Yep. 1983. Oh. Hang on, those are not going to sit there. Very good. Let me move that pin for now. Jeff Calhoun. Mike Young. Bill Wagman. Checklist. Mike Verbeck. It's amazing because some of those checklists actually have some decent value just because, you know, they weren't printed, I think, as the same quantities as like a lot of the regular cards. John Tudor. So far, I haven't really seen any big name that jumps out at me. Jimmy Key. Bon Hayes. Mel Hall. Haven't seen any rookie cards either. Dan Petrie. Bill Allman. Bobby Meacham. That name sounds a little familiar. And Steve Lake. So I would definitely say there was nobody really big in there. And here we have a card that's like some puzzle pieces. So yeah, the puzzle piece card might actually have the most value out of all those, honestly. Those Alf cards. 5 cards, 1 sticker, 1 stick of bubblegum. Special Bula baseball card inside. I don't know what that is. Make sure I didn't skip over a rookie card. I don't think I did. No. Alright. Nothing really fascinating in those cards, but these Alf cards. I'll probably just try and see, or maybe I'll just keep those and I'll put them down with my other cards, and if somebody buys something from me, I'll just throw those Alf cards in as a bonus. But there you go. Comment down below. Let me what you think of the first Stuffed Stocking Mystery Grail box. The only value I didn't add in was whatever this might be worth. I mean, it might be like another $5 or something. But overall, not bad. I mean, I really like the big Thanos. That's pretty cool. I would say the comics, the Iron Spider figure is kind of cool. I'll have to look up that. I didn't add that in really either. I don't think so. Might actually value wise might be more up around like 150, 155. Let me know what you thought. As always, look up yourself and everyone around you so you have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, because next up I will be doing the other, smaller, but hey, maybe it'll have more value. Maybe it'll have a grail in it. Who knows? All right. Make sure you come back for that. Till then, see ya.